So we are at Wistariahurst Museum, which is the former home of the William Skinner family, who were prominent industrialists and residents here in Holyoke. The mansion and estate actually sit on about 3 acres of property, and it's a very urban setting. We're nestled right amongst a neighborhood here in Holyoke. The history of the building is quite fascinating. It actually was not originally built here in Holyoke. It was built in Williamsburg, Massachusetts, where William Skinner had his first silk mill. He was in the silk industry. And in 1874, there was a flood called the Mill River Flood, and the house was damaged. William Skinner's mill was washed away. So he relocated his home and his family, as well as his business, to Holyoke, where he became very successful. So the house itself is a 26-room Victorian mansion, and as a museum, we interpret the entire first floor and the majority of the second floor. And it's a real treat to go on the second floor. It's like stepping back in time to view wonderful bedrooms that are interpreted to period. The wallpaper, the decor is quite interesting. You get a glimpse into the servants' quarters, and it's really just quite an elegant house to explore. So this room that we're in currently is the music room, and it was an addition that was built on the house in about 1912 by William Skinner's daughter, Belle Skinner. And she collected rare antique musical instruments from all over the world. And this room specifically was designed to house her collection of musical instruments. And she also would host concerts here, and she had it decorated for holiday events. And now as a museum, we use this setting as a very special atmospheric setting for concerts, theater, music events of all kinds, and it's just a lovely space for all different types of programming. The library is fascinating. The family was strong in terms of encouraging education, and the library is a reflection of that. It's a very cozy room, and it was originally the front entrance to the house. When you're in the library, one of the most prominent features is as you step out onto the porch, you see all the wisteria vines that cover the house, for which Wistariahurst has its name. When Belle Skinner and her mother, Sarah, were living at Wistariahurst, they were avid gardeners, and the landscape tells an important story to the cultural interpretation of the site. And our gardeners who live in the community have really become fascinated with restoring the bones of the garden. And so for the last 10 years, we've been doing a restoration and rehabilitation project, which has really created these vibrant garden spaces for the visiting public to enjoy. There are so many special things about Wistariahurst, and I think whether you enjoy history or the arts and cultural programming, we really do offer a widespread sampling of a little bit of everything that folks always enjoy and come back to again and again.
So check out one of Holyoke's hidden jewels, the Wistariahurst Museum, and if you want to check out what they have to offer before you stop in, go to wistariahurst.org.